Hey guys, for those of you who are subscribed to the app, I want to something to make your options a little simpler. We know you have the app now and you're able to see all of these, but I just wanted to share with you some of the things that I'm seeing, stocks that I'm finding in the app, but most importantly, once we find those opportunities in the app, we want to see when they begin to move up on the candlestick chart before putting our money down on them. And so I'm just going to go over some of the things that I've seen. Some of them recently, some of them a little longer ago, but they're just beginning to move up. But before we do that, let's talk about what we see with the SPY, the Dow, and the NASDAQ, because those three sort of represent the way that the markets are moving overall. And we saw that a couple of weeks back, well, the SPY had been dropping for 3 weeks. But on this third week, things were bad. We had we had interest rates didn't drop. They stayed the same. Then the next day, a jobs report came out saying that there were more people unemployed. Those already had markets dropping that week. But then came the Monday where we had news out of Japan that affected our markets as well. And things really dropped in those 3 days. That's where we see this big green candle here. But by that Monday, the market had dropped all the way down here. And it rose for the rest of the week. Now, everybody seemed to take a hit that week. But for those of you with the StockSage app, that presents an opportunity. Because if we go to StockSage right now and we look at the fundamentally sound stocks that are at their 52-week low, by that Monday, we probably had around 5 or 6 times as many companies altogether. So you have a lot of opportunities dropping to their 52-week low so that you can grab them up. But now that we've moved up from there for the second week, we see the same thing with the Dow. The Dow had only dropped 1 week. But then by that Monday, it came all the way down here. Now it's moved up for the second week. And the NASDAQ dropped 3 weeks like the SPY, all the way down here by Monday. But it's moved up for its second week. So by using this app in situations like this, where everybody is crying and everybody is suffering, your portfolio may get hit as well, but it will also present all kinds of opportunities for you to buy into other things. And we're starting with Utah Medical. Now, just to explain the stars, on the stocks that are on my watch list, or our watch list now, I like to break down into 3 tiers. 3 stars being the most fundamentally sound. 2 stars being beneath the 3 star, but still fundamentally sound enough to make the watch list. And 1 star being the least fundamentally sound of the stocks on the watch list, but still sound enough to make the watch list. And also, an earnings Earnings date is when the earnings report comes out. Earnings report is sort of like a report card. Children in school have report cards. Well, business has an earnings report, which is sort of like a report card for business. So, having said that, Utah Medical Products is a 3-star. They have an earnings report dropping on October 24th or later that week. They're currently at $67.31. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $90.27 in the next 12 months. If they do, that will be a 34.11% increase. Now, this company was moving sort of sideways, jumped up a little while, moved back down, and it's sort of going sideways again. We don't see it breaking out just yet. CSG Systems is next. That's a 2-star. They have an earnings report dropping on October 30th or later that week. They're currently at $47.09 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $63.78 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 35.44% increase. And this stock has moved up. This last week was only slightly positive. It really didn't move much. But prior to that, it had moved up 3 straight weeks, had one negative week, and then dropped all the way down here, but moved all the way up. That was prior to this week. But this week's still positive, but very slight move. So we have to look to see what they do moving forward. Can't make assumptions. We have Varex Imaging. Varex Imaging is a 1-star. And they have an earnings report dropping on November 12th or later that week. Now, this company is currently at $12.20. Yahoo analysts estimate it can move up to $22.50 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be an 84.42% increase. This company, you see sort of a sizable candle here where they dropped. Then they skipped down and dropped some more. But this last week has been a positive week. We want to see if they begin to move up. Full disclosure, I was actually holding an option for Varex Imaging. But when it continued to drop, I let it go. I believe I may have, I can't be sure, I believe I may have grabbed Tegna after, which was 118% gain. That was, I believe, going into last month. But in any event, I had Varex, but they weren't ready to move up just yet. We have Dine Brands. You may not have heard the name of Dine Brands, but I'm pretty sure you've heard of some of their assets, some of what they own, such as IHOP, Applebee's, owned by Dine Brands. In any event, this company is not fundamentally sound enough to be on our watch list, but still an interesting company. Some things stand out for them enough for me to include them in this week's winning stocks. They have an earnings report dropping October 30th or later that week. This is a $32.42 company. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $44.43. If they do, that'll be a 37.04% increase. We have information services. Information services. They're a no star. They're not fundamentally sound enough to make it on the watch list. But once again, an interesting company. They have an October 31st or later that week earnings report. They're currently at $3.31 a share. Very inexpensive company. $3.31 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $6.08 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 83.68% increase. Now they moved up slightly, dropped for a week, 2 positive weeks just recently, but I don't see them moving up just yet, but they have had 2 positive weeks just recently. Next we have Five Below. Not sure if you're familiar with Five Below or not. I've seen a few of their stores. I lived in New York. I didn't really see any Five Below. I think they may be there now. But when I was in Pennsylvania, that's when I was introduced to Five Below. In any event, they're a 3-star. They are currently at $76.49 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $109.56 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 43.23% increase. And notice there was a small green candle here. A positive week, but didn't move up much. And a bigger move up this last week. So we see a green candle. We want to see if they continue to rise. Now, if they continue to rise, this may be an opportunity for an options play. And realize when you're buying an option, you're only buying a promise. You're buying a promise that you could buy 100 shares of a particular stock at a particular price on or before a particular date. The thing that's interesting about options is that a stock can rise 2 or 3% in a day. That would be normal. For an option, that would be 20 or 30% a day, which would be normal. So it's very possible for you to hit 100% on an options play in about a month's time. Next we have Papa John's International. This again is a no star, not on our watch list. But they have an earnings report dropping on October 31st or later that week. They're currently at $46.03 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate that they can move up to $57.33 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 24.54% increase. We have Innovative Solutions. They are a 3-star. Currently at $6.98 a share. Once again, an inexpensive stock. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $8.29 in the next 12 months. If they do, that would be an 18.77% increase. So Not much room for growth based on Yahoo's estimate. However, if we look at where this stock was caught when in the app at its low, it moved up dramatically in this 1 week, and then it moved up more in the next 3 weeks. So 4 weeks in a row at this point. We have gambling.com. And I actually dropped a video on this in my YouTube channel. And from the price that it was at when I dropped the video, it's now up around 30-something%. In any event, this is a 1 star. They're currently at $10.66 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $13.71. If they do, that's a 28.61% increase. Then we have ODP Corporation. They are a 1 star. Currently at $29.37 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $50.23 in the next 12 months. If they do, that's a 71.02% increase. They have an earnings report dropping on October 6th or later that week. And notice they've already started their climb 1 week. We want to see if they continue that climb. We have Myers Industries. They are a 2 star. They're currently at $14.22 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $27 a share in the next 12 months. If they do, that's an 89.87% increase. And this company has an earnings report dropping on October 30th or later that week. And the reason I mention when the earnings reports is for you guys is an earnings report is something that can dramatically affect the price of a stock. If the earnings report comes out good, the stock price can drop or can increase dramatically. And if it comes out bad, the stock price can drop dramatically. So you want to be aware of when those earnings reports comes out. Because if you own the stock through the earnings report, it could be almost like going to a casino. You don't know if it's going to drop or increase. Next, we have Lululemon. They are a 3 star. They have an earnings report dropping on August 29th. So that's what I would definitely be aware of. If I was interested in buying Lululemon, I may want to consider if I want to wait until after the earnings report, or if I want to take the risk and buy it before the earnings report, or maybe buy it now, hold on to it until just before the earnings report, and then sell it. In any event, Lululemon is a 3 star, earnings report dropping August 29th, currently at $258.61 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $358.86 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 38.76% increase. Next, we have D-Local Limited. They are a 1 star. Have an earnings report dropping. Actually, I believe we already passed the earnings report for this one. They are currently at $8.32 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $10.61 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 27.52% increase. We have Diageo PLC. I love Diageo. Diageo makes about every kind of alcohol you can think of. Those brands are made under the Diageo name. In any event, they're a 1 star. Current price is $128.64 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $140.89 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 9.52% increase. We have WTI, which is W&T Offshoring. Good old American oil. They have an earnings report dropping on November 5th or later that week. Now, WTI is currently at $2.25 a share, but Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to 10 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 344.44% increase. We have Cisco Systems. They are a 3 star. They have an earnings report dropping November 13th or later that week. They're currently at $49.51 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $49.75 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 0.48% increase, less than 1% increase. However, Cisco Systems, from my research, seems to be a very fundamentally sound company. We have Patria Investments. They are a 2 star. They have an earnings report dropping November 5th or later that week. They're currently at $11.80 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $18.13 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 53.64% increase. Notice just prior to this last week, they moved up pretty decently. And then this last week was a positive week, but really wasn't much of a move up. We have Tootsie Roll Industries. And me growing up as a kid, I'm very familiar with Tootsie Rolls, those brown candies. But in any event, Tootsie Roll doesn't just make Tootsie Rolls. They make a host of different types of candy. They are a 2 star. They have an earnings report dropping on October 23rd or later that week. And they're currently at $28.38 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $41.98 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 47.92% increase. We have Haverty Furniture. Many of you may not have heard of Haverty Furniture, but you may have heard of things that they've made, such as Tempur-Pedic. In any event, they are a 2 star. They have an earnings report dropping October 30th or later that week. And they're currently at $29.30 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $36.33 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 23.99% increase. Notice this company already moved up 4 weeks in a row, of after which they've started moving in a sideways pattern. They dropped back this week, but came up, but not up to the point where they entered the previous week at. This week they've moved up to the point where that previous week was at. We could see if they continue to move forward, but they've already moved up a little bit from where we caught them in stock sage. We have Energy Recovery. They are a 2-star. They have an earnings report dropping October 30th or later that week. Now, this stock is currently at $17.53 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate it can move up to $20.50 a share in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 16.94% increase. Now, bear in mind, when Yahoo is giving their estimate as to how high a stock can move up, it's not as if it's going to accurately stop at that estimate. It may move a little higher, and Yahoo may give you conservative estimates so that they don't have to worry about telling you that the stock can reach a certain price, and it doesn't. But that doesn't mean that this stock can move that high and no higher. It's just an estimate, and probably a conservative one. Yum China Holdings. If you've never heard of them, they are the Chinese version of Yum Brands. And if you've never heard of them, Yum Brands is KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut. And Yum China Holdings is KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut, as well as other restaurants in China. In any event, they are 1-star. They have an earnings report dropping October 29th or later that week. They're currently at $33.38 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $46.54 a share in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 39.42% increase. Next, we have the famous Nike. They are a 3-star. Now, they have an earnings report dropping on September 26th or later that week. They are currently at $83.41 a share, but Yahoo analysts estimate that they can move up to $82.67 in the next 12 months, which they've already passed. So they're at 0.88% above where Yahoo analysts said they would move up to. We have Marine Products Corporation. Now, I actually currently hold this stock, and I may be letting them go for some things I've seen as far as the P ratios and so forth, and the earnings. But in any event, this stock is a 3-star. They have an earnings report dropping on October 23rd or later that week. And this stock, they make recreational boats. They pay a 13.50% dividend yield. However, they're at $9.41 a share, and with the earnings per share being adjusted, now Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $8 in the next 12 months, which they are already 14.98% above with their current price. We have Yelp. Many of you are familiar with Yelp. They are a two-star. They have an earnings report dropping October 31st or later that week. This stock is currently at $33.98 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $41.50 in the next 12 months. If they do, that's a 22.13% increase. Then we have Ulta Beauty, one of my favorites. They are a 3-star. They're currently at $380.63 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $464.77 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 22.10% increase. But look at the size of this candle, which shows how much they moved up in this last week. We have LKQ Corporation. LKQ Corporation is a 2-star. They have an earnings report dropping on October 24th. They're currently at $40.33 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $55.03 a share in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 36.44% increase. We have Edward Life Sciences. Edward Life Sciences is a 3-star. They have an earnings report dropping October 23rd or later that week, and they're currently at $69.07 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $80.71 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 16.85% increase. We have Dexcom. They are a 2-star. They are currently at, well, first they have an earnings report dropping October 24th or later that week. And they're currently at $74.43 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $99.92 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 34.24% increase. Now, Dexcom is an interesting company. For those of you who are familiar with diabetes, you know that with diabetes you have to prick your finger to get blood. And then when you prick your finger to get blood, you put that on a test strip so the device could tell you what your blood sugar level is. However, there are people who don't like pricking their fingers all the time. Well, actually, Dexcom is a device that you can just attach to yourself. And when you attach it to yourself, it's constantly checking your blood. So now you don't have to prick yourself to check your blood. You can actually just look at your phone and see what your blood sugar reading is on your phone. Or if you wear a pump, your blood sugar reading can be directly connected to your pump. I'm familiar with this because I'm diabetic and I've been wearing, well, you can't see it, but yeah, I've been wearing a Dexcom for probably at least a couple of years now. You have to change it every 10 days. It's not the same Dexcom. You change it every 10 days. But now, no more daily finger pricks. Next, we have St. Microelectronics. St. Microelectronics is a 2-star. They have an earnings report dropping on October 24th or later that week. They are currently at $30.63 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate them moving up to $41.47 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 35.39% increase. And notice they've, although pretty slight moves, they've moved up 2 weeks in a row already. We have Blackstone Minerals, a 3-star. They have an earnings report dropping October 28th or later that week. They're currently at $14.75 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate them going up to 15 in the next 12 months. That's just a 1.69% increase from where they are right now. Then we have Ecovist. Ecovist is a 2-star. They have an earnings report dropping October 31st or later that week. Now, this stock is currently at $6.86 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate it can move up to $10.64 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 55.10% increase. We have Merck Group. They are a 1-star. Have an earnings report dropping October 23rd or later that week. They're currently at $102.38 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $152.25 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 48.71% increase. We have Dolby Laboratories. They are a 3-star. They have an earnings report dropping November 14th or later that week. They're currently at $71.87 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to 99 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 37.74% increase. And notice we just had one positive week this last week. Want to see what they do moving forward. We have Oak Tree Specialty Lending. It's another one which I'm holding. I'll own this. This is a $16.80 stock. They're a 2-star. They have an earnings report dropping November 12th or later that week. And notice they're currently at $16.80. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $18.67 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be an 11.13% increase. And notice they've already had two positive weeks, but they moved up nicely this week. But how far the stock can move up from here is not why I'm holding them. It's that 13.52% dividend yield. We have Wabash National. They're a two-star. They have an earnings report dropping October 23rd or later that week. They're currently at $19.70 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $25.50 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 29.44% increase. And notice they've had two positive weeks already. We have Savitas Resources. They are a two-star. And they actually have an earnings report dropping November 5th or later that week. They're currently at $62.96 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $90.21 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 43.28% increase. We have Honda Motor, the Honda car. Well, they are not, actually, they're no star. They're not fundamentally sound enough to make our watch list. But they have an earnings report dropping November 7th or later that week. They are at $31.71 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $38.78 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 22.29% increase. We have Rockwell Automation. They're a no star. They have an earnings report dropping October 31st or later that week. They're currently at $262.21 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $269.93. If they do, that'll be just a 2.94% increase. Many of these stocks with the lower increases are going to be removed from the watch list during this month. In any event, they've moved up positively for the last 2 weeks. We have LPL Financial. They're a one-star, and they have an earnings report dropping October 24th or later that week. They're currently at $219.80 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $295.33. If they do, that'll be a 29.81% increase. And we have Dave and Buster's. Dave and Buster's, the restaurant, if you guys are familiar with it. They have an earnings report dropping September 4th or later that week. They are at $31.91 a share. $31.91. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $62.43 in the next 12 months. If they do, that will be a 95.64% increase. Then we have Trinet Group. They are a no star. They're not on our watch list. But they have an earnings report dropping October 23rd or later that week. They're currently at $96.06 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $124.75 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 29.86% increase. And we have Stellantis. Stellantis is a two-star. They currently are at $15.89 a share. Yahoo analysts estimate they can move up to $24.24 in the next 12 months. If they do, that'll be a 2.54% increase. And notice they had a slightly positive week this last week. So that's it for this episode of this week's Winning Stocks, guys. Have a great night, and I'll speak to you in the next video.